Hi there. Today we will be going over the Hitachi IH-110 Series Discriminator. The first thing I would like you to see is this screen right here. This is your home screen. It is touchscreen, so if you touch just about any area on here, it will take you to some sort of menu or switch modes for you. Next thing I want to show you is this blue button right here. Now, this is probably your best friend. It will swap between these two menus if you press it. Right, and if you get lost in a menu anywhere and just hold it, it will bring you back out to this home screen. If you find yourself on this screen, this will also clear any totals that you would see on it. So the first mode I want to show you today is the mix mode. As you can see here, I've got some mixed bills here for you. Alright, got them all facing different ways, doesn't matter what denomination it is. This mode right here will count it for you no matter what. And after it runs these bills through here, it comes to this screen and it gives you a breakdown by denomination, bill count for each denomination, and total value for each denomination, with a total bill count and a total value down here at the bottom. It did reject one bill up here, and when it does, you'll see this yellow number go up. If you tap on it, it will tell you why it rejected this bill. As you can see, it's saying rec uncertain because this bill came through here kind of bent, and it didn't like it, so it kicked it out to this top pocket. Anything that gets kicked out to this top pocket does not get counted in your total down here. Now, if you find a counterfeit bill, or what this believes to be a counterfeit bill when it runs through, this machine will beep at you and this light will flash red. When you tap on this number, there will be yellow lettering over the bill it suspects to be counterfeit, and it will tell you why, such as infrared, magnetic, or UV. Alright, so you can pull that bill out and you can check it out yourself to see if it is or isn't counterfeit and whether or not to keep it. Alright, so we're going to come back to this screen. I'm going to pull this bill out of the pocket and these right here. Alright, I'm going to hold this to clear out the total. And the next function I want to show you on here is the add mode. I'm going to press this here. This button right here is your add button. When you press it, you'll see add appear at the top of the screen. What this will do is it'll keep a running total of everything that has been ran through this machine until you turn it off. So I'm going to run these bills through. Alright, and you'll notice when I go to run these bills again, this screen will go blank. But as soon as I pull these bills off, the total increases. Alright, so it's very important to make sure that if you're using this mode that you are turning it off after you are done, as you do not want to mess up another teller's totals. Alright, so all you have to do is come out here and hit this button again, and it turns off. The next function I want to show you is face mode. That is this button right here on the top left. Alright, so you just tap that, and what this mode is going to do is it's going to look at the first bill that is pulled through here, and if it is face up, it is going to take every face up bill, and if it is face down, it'll take every face down bill. Alright, so as you can see, it's kicked out all the face down bills to the bottom because that was the first one it pulled through, and then it rejected every face up bill up here. So you just add these to the stack and everything is now face down. After this, you would want to run it on Orient mode. So I'm going to hit our home button to come back here. I'm going to turn face off and turn Orient on. So what Orient looks for is if the bill is right side up or upside down. And when you run these through here, it'll look at that and it'll kick out, it'll keep the first one it sees and kick out everything else. So now we've got all these that were face up and turned up right side up on one place, and all these that were face down and turned upside down in the reject pocket. You flip them over, and now they're all turned the right way and face up. So we're going to come out here and we're going to turn Orient off. The next mode that I want to show you is your single pick mode, or better remembered as specific. So if you just tap mix, it'll cycle through these modes and you'll get to SP. So what this will do is it'll look at the first bill that is pulled through, and it will take only that denomination and reject everything else. So now we've got all our ones sorted down to the bottom and everything else up here. If I run this reject pocket again, it'll take the next bill and sort out the fives, and so on and so forth. There is one more mode on here, and it's called SG. Now this is a mode for foreign currency and it's mostly used overseas, so it's not one y'all will be using. So it'd be best to just forget that it exists. Alright, so the next thing I do want to show you on here is you may see all these little menus down here. Well, this big number right here, the S and 1300, that is your speed of the machine. It maxes out at 1300 bills a minute, and if you'd like to change it, you just have to tap on it. Now when you tap on it, you can change the speed through here by entering a number between 700 and 1300. And just to kind of give you an idea of the difference in speed, let me run this on 700 for you. Much slower. You're probably going to want to keep it maxed out at the highest speed possible. Alright, so you just come back in here and you turn it to max. But lowering the speed's good if you've got really sticky bills or really ratty money that's real crumpled. It just kind of makes sure that the machine's going to be able to separate it a little better and not rip any bills in the process. These right here, this little R and this little S, are your reject pocket amount and your stacker amount. The little S is more easily remembered as strap, as this is where, if you're strapping down bills, this is where they're going to go. We have 4 presets here for you, and if you hit these up and down arrows, it will cycle. So we've got 20, 25, 50, and 100 bills, which are the 4 most common types used to strap down a teller's drawer. The R is set to 60 up here. While you can change it, it's not recommended because 60 is kind of that sweet spot for the reject pocket. Now, if either of these pockets get full, the machine will stop and you just have to empty out whichever one is full and they will continue to run. Now if you are using this machine a lot, it's important to clean it. Alright, and it's real easy to do. Right here on the side is a blue latch and you're just going to tap this here and it opens right up. Alright, as you can see, it's pretty simple in here. This is where you'd clear out a jam. The most important thing you want to do is blow this out with canned air and take a dry cloth, rag, towel, whatever, as long as it's clean. And there are 2 glass sensors here, and there are 2 glass sensors here. And you just want to take this rag and get in there and just wipe them off. Because if those are smudged, it could cause a lot of rejects and other things like that. And cleaning this machine will definitely make it last a lot longer. Alright, so that's the first spot you clean it. If you turn it around right here and pop this open right back here, you'll see there's another area to clean. There's a glass bar here, and there's a glass bar on this inside panel as well. You just want to do the same thing, blow this out with canned air, wipe this down, and then close it back up. And when you're done, you can just pop out this little dustpan back here and dump it in the trash and put it back in so that dust does not recycle through the system. Alright, and that's the main things regarding this machine. If you do have a printer with it, all you have to do is hit this button right here and it will print what you see on the screen, like so.